death is inevitable. And yeah, this is true death. You know, the fact that you're going to die one day is kind of, it's an uncomfortable truth that we're all going to die one day, but it's the truth nonetheless, right? 'Cause, like you have to realize, right, one day that you're going to die, right? And this is kind of this realization. This realization is kind of very kind of horrifying a little bit. It's very horrifying a little bit that one day you're going to die. Once you realize this, is kind of makes you be a little bit more I guess you start to appreciate life a lot more once you realize that you're going to die in the not so distant future, right? Because you have to realize that you're only getting older and stuff. Yeah. You're only getting older. Every day you're only getting older. You're not getting younger. That's something, you know, a lot of people don't think about that, right? You're only getting older, right? You know, the days go by, the weeks go by, and the months go by, the years go by, and you're just getting older. Only getting older. You're not getting younger, right? That's kind of funny. It's really funny, right? That you're only getting older, not younger. And so, again, the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by. You're just only getting older, not younger. And that's kind of, I mean, once you realize that, it starts to, you start to appreciate life a lot more, because you realize it's kind of it's kind of like a gift, really. It's kind of like we're probably only gonna have this type of life, like, really once. And then, you know, who knows what happens after we die. You know, there's a lot of different religious beliefs about what happens after we die. You know, they're just beliefs. They're beliefs. They're not, like, no one's really seen what happens after you die, right? There is no, like, proof. Yeah, it's kind of giving you a little look-see around where I am. But yeah, there's no proof, right? No one has any proof that, you know, there's any sort of afterlife or anything like that. It's just, we exist, and that's kind of it. There's no, like, no one's ever experienced dying, right? Like, no one's completely just, I don't know, died. And then, you know, went into the afterlife and came back to tell us what happens after we die. Like, there's no documentation on what happens after we die. It's just kind of a mystery, really, right? But it's something you have to realize, right? That, you know, again, the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, right? You're only getting older. You're not getting younger. And, you know, when I was little, right, I kind of had this realization that my parents are going to die, my mother and my father. I had this realization when I was, like, very, very young, that they're going to die and stuff one day. And it made me I started to experience some, like, type of depression. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you really appreciate your mother and father a lot. You really appreciate your mother and father a lot, right? Especially when you're that little. You tend to appreciate your mother and father a lot when you're young, right? And so, you know, having this realization, right, that you know, my parents are going to die one day, it's kind of really shook me, and it still does kind of shock me even today and stuff. That realization that my parents are going to die, and they're gonna I'm not gonna be able to see them again one day, right? Because, you know, it's kind of an uncomfortable truth, right? that we're all going to like kind of die, right? And there's no guarantee we're ever going to come back, especially to this world, like, right? As we exist now, we're not going to return to this world in this physical form that we have now. And once your body decomposes and rots away, you're not coming back. And so, all right. So, what are you trying to get at here? I'm just saying, right? You gotta have this you have to understand this, right? This is like this like realizing that you're going to die one day, and that you're only getting older, you're not getting younger. It's kind of this is gonna like give you like a lot of relief. It should really give you this kind of relief and stuff, right? That you're going to not be here for indefinite amount of time, right? We're only here temporarily, right? Everything is finite, and all of this, I swear, sounds kind of cliche and stuff. It sounds very cliche, probably, right? I know a lot of this probably sounds very cliche, right? That you're not gonna be here for too long. Probably of course, there's no guarantees. Like you might not even get the opportunity to live a long life. You might, I mean, who knows? You might get into a car crash and die. Who knows? Right? It's kind of, there's no guarantees and stuff. So you have to, having this realization that you're going to die is kind of very. It's one of the stepping stones to enlightenment. If you want to become fully kind of enlightened, if you want to become more conscious and stuff, you have to kind of realize that you're going to die one day, right? Everything is temporary and finite. Nothing lasts forever and stuff. And you have to have this realization, right? You have to make this realization happen, because again, everything is finite and temporary, right? Once your time is up, that's it. There's no returning to this life and stuff. There's no coming back to this world and stuff. Everything's just gone once your time is up and stuff. It should, again, once you realize this, right, it should make you more, it should kind of help you appreciate life a lot more, especially if you're kind of like you're suffering from a lot of social anxiety and stuff like this. If you're suffering from a lot of social anxiety and stuff, like having this type of realization that you're going to die and leave this world forever, it should help you shake off that anxiety, right? Because it's kind of, I mean, like, why would you care about other people and stuff like that, their opinions and stuff, right? Because they're gonna die as well, and they're gonna be gone forever, just like you, right? So why care so much about anything? It's crucial that you understand, right, that we're gonna not be here forever. Right? Again, the days go by, the months go by, the years go by. You're just getting older, not getting younger. That's kind of scary. That's very scary. Really, we're only here for a very limited amount of time. Really, we're only here for a very limited amount of time, right? Again, you're like, if you like, let's just, if we could calculate the amount of life that you've been given, right? Like the majority of us, we're only gonna, like most humans especially, only live till they're 70, and then they start to wear out and die. 70 years, that's like what most of us have, right? Well, I mean, it depends on, like, I mean, if you think about it, if you think about it, from the